Inspired by real animals and adventures from her Texas ranch, Rosie's Wild Ride features a big Clydesdale horse named Rosie who has a big dream to be a rodeo star. Rosie teams up with her cowgirl pal Oakley, the author's daughter, inspiring readers to chase big dreams. And guess what? We are joined by the author, Paige Murray, this morning. Welcome, Paige.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me on.
So why did you decide to write a children's book?
So after I became a mom, my daughter, she's 6, but I was finding myself just immersing myself in children's books, and I absolutely love them. And I started thinking I would love to write a children's book. I've always liked to write, but we live on a 2,800-acre ranch here in Stephenville, and there were so many lessons that Oakley was learning growing up on a ranch that I was like, these would be amazing stories for children to have in their homes. Like when you grow up on a ranch, you learn about hard work, responsibility, the circle of life and death, compassion for animals, how to be tough but also gentle. And so that's where I started, was just sharing lessons from the ranch. And we have so many amazing animals. I have a funny farm here. And yeah, in the back of this book, I'll show you a real picture of Oakley and Rosie. But these animals were I felt like they were telling their own stories, and then I just write them down because they are all such amazing characters. That's actually Rosie and Oakley, and then this tells you how many animals we have on my funny farm. But
I love it.
It was just too many amazing stories that I had to tell.
It's a whole special world right there. Now, what was the process of writing the book like?
So this was really neat. When I first started, I thought I'll self-publish if I can't get anyone interested in publishing it. I didn't know any literary agents or anything like that. And I was sitting at Oakley's gymnastics class, and I was talking on the phone to my husband, Ty, about the book. And a woman who had just moved to town, she had some kids at gymnastics. She said, I actually used to be a literary agent, and I'd love to help you. She ended up representing me. Her name's Esther. And she was able to help me go through the whole process. I didn't even know you needed like a proposal for a book. I didn't even know it was called a manuscript. I was like, here's my story. And so we started she's helped me send my proposal out to all these different publishers, and we ended up signing Zonder Kids, which is a division of HarperCollins. And so from there, you send your story in, and you start working with the editors, and they help you get it, in a great story format. And then you get to select an illustrator from one of the illustrators they send you from the agency. And so I got to pick an illustrator, and we went with Kristen Humphrey. She's actually from Texas and loves horses and animals too. So seeing the illustrations was incredible. And then the book comes together, and then you start taking pre-orders. And I had no idea how important that was, but I guess pre-orders show the retailers that people are interested in your book. So you really want to drive pre-order sales so your book will be successful when it's finally launched. And my book came out October 8th. And so it's just been such a fun, long journey. I've been working on this for 2 years before it came out.
I love the excitement and the passion. Now, there's also an Oklahoma connection here. Tell us about that.
There sure is. Our horse Rosie, the big Clydesdale, she came from Big Shoe Stables, which is in Meeker, Oklahoma. My husband wanted to he wanted to get a gentle horse for me and my daughter Oakley to ride to keep us safe. And Clydesdales are gentle giants. But he also kind of wanted to experiment and see if he could make a cow horse out of a plow horse. So she's our ranch Clydesdale and does all the things that our quarter horses can do. And she's just an amazing horse. And I had no idea. I share some facts in the end about Clydesdales, that they're like an endangered breed, that there's less than 5,000 Clydesdales, I guess, registered globally. And there's only about 1,000 registered in the United States. So they're an endangered breed. And I had no idea.
Thank you so much. It sounds like a treat. Make sure you go out and get one. Again, to order Rosie's Wild Ride, go to bootsandbiscuits.com/Rosie's Wild Ride, or the book can also be found again in the OKC Quail Springs Barnes and Noble.